And just to be clear, just because you're not on today's list does not mean that I hate your channel.
Listen.
What up, YouTube? Nate here from Thriftdweller, joining you with my box of most flushable wipes. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. I'm gonna show you guys first before I even look at it. To bring you Top 3 Tuesday. Thank you very much for joining me here on the channel. Top 3 Tuesday, where we pick a topic and we tell you the top 3 things that relate to that topic. I'm sorry, it's crazy. It was created by EDSI1138, so blame him. We're continuing the tradition. When YouTube had a soul, there was Top 3 Tuesday. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about 3 retro gaming YouTube channels that I'm watching right now that I don't hate. Given today's day and age, I've noticed I've watched a lot of YouTube lately, and there have been a couple of retro gaming YouTube channels that have risen a little bit to the top that I've been watching pretty regularly. And you know, before this whole thing in the world happened, I might not have watched these people regularly, and I just wanted to give those people props. But some ground rules before I get started with this list. Number 1, I chose to list people that I do not consider my friends. There are a lot of people on YouTube that I've been watching for years, and we've actually talked many times on DMs, on Facebook, and like video chatted each other. I'm not putting those people on the list. People like Kid Shoryuken, CJR, EDSI1138, if they even made videos anymore. So those people I kept off the list. I also kept off like the big channels. Everybody loves that angry gaming guy, right? No, the other one? Yeah, that guy. He's cool. And just to be clear, just because you're not on today's list does not mean that I hate your channel. But here it is, the top 3 retro gaming YouTube channels that I don't hate right now. Number 3 on my list, RGT85. Yes, I said it. Why do I watch this channel? News, man. I like to keep my toe dipped in the pool that is the video game news, not just retro, but he does talk a lot about retro. He's a retro video game fan. But I like to stay up to date and current on the events that are happening. But RGT puts out a lot of content, and he does keep me informed. I've also been watching that guy's channel since he started, like 4,000 subscribers, and now, you know, ever since he announced he did it full time a couple of years ago, I respect the hustle. The man's worked hard to build his empire. Congratulations. Good for you, man. He was a very nice guy actually when I was talking to him in the early years. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes my cringe meter gets a little ticky when I watch his videos, but I think that's less to do with him as a person and more just reacting to the current state of video gaming in general. Like, why do people care about things? Maybe I'm just getting old, you know, wagging my finger at the kids. Stay off my lawn, kids. Little quick story, at a corner store near our school, there was a guy named Henry, and every time we went into his corner store, I could see you back there. I could see you back there. He didn't have a thumb because it got shot off when he got robbed. But he was a really nice guy. After he retired from the store, we still talked to him. Every time we passed his house, he was a really nice guy. I'm Henry. Now, I'm getting old. Number 2 on my list. Sick Cooper. Another guy I've been following since the early years of YouTube. Funny enough, I used to think he was Canadian because he was from like Vancouver. But is Vancouver, Washington in the States? That's where he lived. And for years I watched him because I thought he was like a Canadian YouTuber. And I like to support the Canadian YouTubers. Anyways, if you watch his channel, you know, the guy's pretty much living the dream of a lot of retro game collectors. He owns his own retro video game store. He's working in the industry. He's getting exclusive first cracks at items for his personal collection. And you know this because he makes a vlog every day. He releases a video log. And I watch it every day. And I respect that kind of hustle. Good for him. I've talked to the guy a couple times, but that's like many, many years ago before he was, you know, his empire of retro video games. But his channel is very entertaining to me. He talks about people robbing his store. He talks about interesting trades that he gets. And there's something hypnotizing about a stack of retro video games. And you know they're all garbage games for the most part, but you can't help to watch. I will say though, his channel is really good if you're a reseller like me. That's not a dirty word anymore. Aaron said it from Pixel Game Squad, so it's okay. you kind of see what is trending in the market, and I kind of use that information when I'm out and about looking for items. I'm like, yeah, Sick Cooper said that, you know, Wii Sports is selling very well right now, so I pick up a bunch of Wii Sports, sell them for $20 online. Thank you, Sick Cooper. I appreciate that. And number one, the channel that I've been watching pretty religiously, The Last Gamer. Not gonna lie, when I first started watching this guy, I felt like he was a little bit corny. I said it. It's the way he presents himself. He's very family friendly, right? Every Monday he releases a story mode video where you get to relive his life. It's a really cool series, actually. He started from like when he was born, and he's working his way to current day. And it's, at first I thought it was like, oh, it's kind of corny. This is weird, right? Like,
everyone has a story, and every story has a first step.
Watch it, you'll see what I mean. But once you really get into it, you get invested into his life story. The guy's been through a lot, man. You know, forest fires, Australia was on fire, hardships with his dogs, his family, personal health. The guy had a brain tumor on the last episode. He seems pretty hardworking, and you know that because even though his house was struck by friggin' lightning, he's still releasing a video a week. I'm sure he pre-recorded these videos, but goddamn, the man hustles. So it's like he never left, and I actually don't know the update. Hopefully he's doing fine. You know, everything's back up and running. His family's safe. You know, Australia, you have to fight all those Australian tigers and bush cobras. Oh, and not to mention, the guy once had the world's biggest retro video game collection. John Hancock, though, will tell you it's not anymore. There's another guy who has it. But unlike other YouTubers, I say he does it properly, right? He has this massive collection, but it isn't crammed in like an attic or in boxes. He builds an extra house to house it all properly. Well preserved, well displayed. Obviously, he's proud of it. You know, it's amazing. He has his own arcade. If you haven't seen his channel yet, he built an arcade. He's an arcade and pinball collector and dealer, obviously, but he built a specific like house structure in his house to house this arcade, and he modeled it after his childhood arcade. Goddamn, like I said, Sick Cooper is living the life. This guy is living the life. Check out his channel. I want to know your channels as well in the comments below, or if you want to make a video, as the tradition is with Top 3 Tuesdays, please do, and send us the link. We will watch it, we will respond to it, we'll put it on our social medias or whatever. Check out our charity live stream on November 7th for Extra Life Charities, where we'll be raising money in support of sick kids' hospitals as part of Always Player 2. And I have set a goal for our team to reach $1,000 as our part of the donation towards the charity. We'll be streaming all day here on YouTube. We'll be playing retro video games, interacting with you guys, and hopefully raising a shit ton of money for sick kids. Thank you very much for joining me here on Top 3 Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming videos. Take care of yourselves and each other. Be safe in COVID times. Peace.